foreign direct investment. Today, foreign investment in the country stands at a historic low due to the poor governance and economic mismanagement of the last few years. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2018, Pakistan Stock Exchange market capitalization was over $100 billion, which almost matches your national external debt. With our poor performance of the last few years, the country's stock market capitalization has dropped to $26 billion. The loss of over $74 billion in the last few years. It was the same stock exchange which was ranked the best in South Asia and the 5th in the world. Today, we have been downgraded from emerging to frontier market already. It's something to worry about. From 2013 to 2018, the 5 budgets they presented, the per capita income of the country increased by $379 to $1,768 per capita from $1,389. Sadly, in the next 4 years, the increase in the per capita income was only $30. Ladies and gentlemen, over the 70-year period since its inception, the country public debt stock was 25 trillion. In the last 4 years, the debt stock has increased, almost doubled to 49 trillion. Again, another serious issue that we should be pondering as to debt sustainability of Pakistan. If you take the debt to public debt and liabilities, it was 30 trillion, just under 30 trillion in 2018. It has risen to 55 trillion in year 2022. As a consequence, this country, which used to have debt servicing was less than 2 trillion per annum, in fiscal year 2016-17 has risen to over 5 trillion. This is a major, again, it's a result, combination of inflation-led policy rate hike, which was 6.5% in 2018, went before COVID almost 13.75%, and then because of COVID came down globally, so we also had to follow the suit to around 7%, and then it has gone back to almost 20%. So it's the spiral effect of what has gone wrong in this country over the last few years. I could go on and share a lot of data with you, facts, and I can challenge anybody to prove that any of the data is wrong. But instead of repeating all those, I think in the last few years we should see that, as I said, what mistakes on the economic front we have made, and we should try to correct those as soon as possible. The coalition government was handed over an economy last year which was completely in shambles. To top it, the previous government had agreed to a loan facility in 2019, which was extended finance facility with the IMF. Unfortunately, instead of honoring the sovereign commitments, they not only did not implement, but rather before leaving the office had reversed some of the conditionalities they had implemented earlier. Now this actually led to a serious trust deficit between development partners and Pakistan as a country. We realize that these obligations are not by any individuals or political party, but by sovereign state of Pakistan. We and my team decided that come what may, we will implement and we will discharge all the sovereign commitments which the previous government had made. One and only program which Pakistan completed in its history, even dictators era could not complete any IMF program. They used to run away. Pakistan was known as few tranche country. The most effective governments which used to claim, they also ran away from 8th or 9th review in its history. The one and only program which was completed for all 12 reviews successfully was 2013-16 program. So I think we owe this to this nation that we show seriousness, we deliver, and we demonstrate to the world that we can honor the sovereign commitments no matter who made those. So I and my team are absolutely committed to complete this program to the best of our ability. We have been in the process of 9th review. I think it has taken longer than it should have, in my opinion, because I have dealt with all the 12 reviews of the one and only completed program in Pakistan history. Anyway, we seem to be very close to be signing staff level agreement, hopefully inshallah in the next few days. Ladies and gentlemen, our economic difficulties compounded by the devastating floods of 2022, which affected 33 million people, caused physical and economic losses of around $30 billion US. Despite the fiscal constraints and limitations the federal government has, the federal and provincial governments have jointly decided and have allocated $452 billion for relief and rehabilitation work of flood affectees. If need be, we together will provide more resources to support our brothers and sisters in need. You may recall that there has been a lot of work by UNDP, European Union, Asian Development Bank, World Bank, and assisted by the Planning Division, and they calculated that around $16 billion would be required for the reconstruction and rehabilitation work in the next few years. We, in the Geneva Pledge and the Geneva, the conference which was held for this purpose in January, we have already announced that half of that bill will be met by Pakistan from its own resources, which means almost $8 billion US, or more than 3,200 billion Pak rupees in the next few years. And we have made all the spade work, home work has been done, and luckily and alhamdulillah, we got much beyond the 50% which was envisaged to be pledged in the Geneva conference was committed and was announced. I'm sure you all would be aware of the detail which has already been made public. Ladies and gentlemen, these are challenging times, as I said, and everyone needs to make contribution to overcome these challenges. As they say, the work begins at home. So does austerity. Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has announced an impressive austerity package recently. The salient feature, I would like to remind few of the salient features: the complete ban on purchase of all vehicles till June 2024, complete ban on purchase of all new durables till June 2024, 15% cut on annualized basis in the current expenditure non-employee related of all ministries, divisions, attached departments and autonomous bodies. Luxury vehicles deployed with cabinet members be withdrawn and have been actually mostly withdrawn already.